Alright, let's talk about Korean dramas. You think, I'll just watch one episode, just one. It's like saying you'll eat just one potato chip. Next thing you know, it's 3 a.m., your eyes are wide, you're speaking broken Korean to your cat. It happens to the best of us people. These shows, they just pull you in. It's probably both. These dramas, they have a way of grabbing your heart and your remote control. They don't let go. You start one thinking it's a casual thing, a little fling, but then, BAM! You're invested. You're talking to the screen. No, don't go in there, or yes, kiss her already. The cliffhangers are brutal. So, picture this, you're a super successful, super rich, super handsome vice chairman of a huge company. His name is Lee Young-jun, and you have the perfect secretary, Kim Mi-so. She's been with you for 9 years. 9. She knows everything. What you like for breakfast, how you like your coffee. She's basically your work wife, but without any of the romance. Or so he thinks. Everything is running smoother than a fresh jar of peanut butter. Then one fine day, boom! Secretary Kim drops a bombshell. She wants to resign, quit, fly the coop, say annyeong for good. Can you imagine the shock? It's like your favorite comfy sweater suddenly saying, I'm leaving you for a t-shirt. Lee Young-jun, our perfect vice chairman, is completely blindsided. He processes this news like a computer from 1998 trying to load a modern video game. Slow, confused, and with a lot of internal whirring noises. He just cannot compute. Why would she want to leave? That's the million-dollar question. Secretary Kim says she wants to find herself, live her own life. Let's talk about Lee Young-jun, played by the very charming Park Seo-joon, who, by the way, is very easy on the eyes. Just saying. Young-jun is the vice chairman of his family's company. He's brilliant. He's successful. He's incredibly handsome. But beneath that perfect exterior lies a dark past. He was kidnapped as a child. This traumatic event has deeply affected his life and relationships. He struggles with trust and often keeps people at arm's length. His narcissism? It's partly a defense mechanism, a way to cope with the lingering fear and insecurity from his past. Now let's give it up for the legend herself, Secretary Kim Mi-so, played by the equally wonderful Park Min-young. This woman is a superhero, seriously. For 9 long years she has been Lee Young-jun's secretary, his right hand, his left hand, probably his spare brain sometimes. She's incredibly efficient, poised, always one step ahead. She anticipates his needs before he even knows he has them. She's the calm in his perfectly styled storm. Frankly, she's a miracle worker. Think about it. 9 years of catering to a man who unironically praises his own aura multiple times a day. 9 years of scheduling his life, managing his tantrums, oh yes, he has them, and generally making sure his world doesn't fall apart. She's done it all with a smile, or at least a very professional, polite expression. Section 5, Office Laughs, more fun than a water cooler. The office in What's Wrong with Secretary Kim isn't your average soul-crushing corporate environment. Well, okay, maybe it has a little of that, but mostly it's a hotbed of gossip, misunderstandings, and pure comedic chaos, especially surrounding our main duo. The other employees at Yumyong Group are a whole mood. They watch the drama unfold between Young-jun and Mi-so with the same intensity you watch your favorite reality show, with popcorn, and lots of whispered commentary. You have the ever-curious, slightly terrified colleagues who try to decipher their boss's moods. Is he angry? Is he happy? Is that a smile? Or a grimace? His aura keeps them on their toes, that's for sure. Their attempts to understand the dynamic between the seemingly emotionless vice chairman and his suddenly rebellious secretary lead to some fantastic group huddles and wild speculations. They're like a Greek chorus, but funnier, and probably less accurate with their predictions. But who cares, it's entertaining. Section 6, Young-jun's Smooth Moves, a masterclass in awkward. Once Young-jun realizes that simple demands won't make Secretary Kim stay, he decides to try a different tactic. He knows he needs to step up his game, but what he doesn't realize is just how far off the mark he is. Romance. Yes, you heard me. The man who has always been about business and self-love suddenly decides to dive into the world of romance. Lee Young-jun, Mr. I Am My Own True Love, decides to woo Kim Mi-so. He believes that his charm and status will be enough to win her over, because in his mind, if he, the perfect man, offers her marriage, how could she possibly refuse? It's a foolproof plan, or so he thinks. Except he has absolutely no idea how to be romantic. His idea of romance is as misguided as it is grandiose, or even how to act like a normal human being interested in another human being. His attempts are more robotic than heartfelt. His attempts at romantic gestures are extravagant, expensive, and spectacularly off-key. He goes big, but not necessarily in the right direction. He'll rent out an entire amusement park but then make it all about himself. It's as if he's the star of his own romantic movie with Kim Miso as a mere extra. He'll buy her expensive gifts, but they're usually things he would like. His gifts are more about showcasing his wealth than understanding her desires. It's like watching a very wealthy, very handsome alien try to understand human courtship rituals by reading a badly translated manual. The results are predictably hilarious. Bless his narcissistic heart, he tries, he really does. His efforts, though misguided, are genuine. But his execution? Chef's kiss of awkwardness. It's a masterclass in how not to woo someone. It's adorable, in a please make it stop but also don't ever stop kind of way. You can't help but root for him even as you cringe. Remember the infamous closet kiss attempt? The moment that was supposed to be romantic but turned into a comedy of errors. Or rather, the lead up to it? The anticipation was palpable, but the execution was anything but smooth. The tension, the misunderstanding, the sheer physical comedy of him trying to create a moment that she completely misinterprets. It's a scene straight out of a romantic comedy. Gold. Pure gold. These moments are what make their dynamic so endearing and unforgettable. Section 7. Miso's Escape Plan, Operation Normal Life. While Young Jun is busy trying to figure out how to be a romantic hero, or at least his version of one, Kim Miso is on a mission. Operation Find a Normal Life. She's determined, she's made lists, she's ready to mingle. Her goal is simple. Find a nice ordinary man, fall in love, get married, and have a family. You know, the kind of life that doesn't involve deciphering her boss's cryptic pronouncements or being on call 24/7. It sounds reasonable, right? Well, not when Lee Young-jun is involved. Her attempts to go on blind dates are comedy gold. She tries so hard to be open and optimistic, but somehow, Young-jun always seems to be lurking. Not in a creepy way. Well, okay, maybe a little bit creepy, but in a funny, I'm just coincidentally at this exact same restaurant at this exact same time looking very disapproving kind of way. His unintentional and sometimes intentional sabotage of her dates is just hilarious. He can't help himself. Section 8, the sidekicks who steal the show, almost. No great comedy is complete without amazing supporting characters, and What's Wrong with Secretary Kim has them in spades. First up we have Park Yu-sik. He's Young-jun's best friend and the president of their company. More importantly, he's Young-jun's reluctant love guru. Young-jun constantly seeks his advice on how to win Miso's heart. And Yu-sik, bless him, tries his best, even though his own love life is a perpetual disaster zone, which frankly only makes his advice funnier. Yu-sik is basically the audience surrogate. He says what we're all thinking. His exasperated reactions to Young-jun's cluelessness are priceless. He endures Young-jun's late-night calls, his demands for instant solutions, and his complete inability to understand basic human emotions. Their bromance is one of the comedic highlights of the show. Yu-sik often looks like he needs a very long vacation, or a very strong drink, or both. He's the friend who supports you, even when you're being a total idiot. Section 9. I laughed so hard my dog got worried. Okay, I have to tell you, this show had me in stitches from start to finish. When I watched this show I laughed. A lot. Like really, really laughed. The kind of laughter that makes your stomach hurt and your eyes water. You know that kind of laughter where you can't breathe? Where you're gasping for air but you just can't stop? And you make weird snorting noises? Yeah, that was me. I was a snorting, gasping mess. And your dog tilts its head at you like, "Are you okay, human?" My dog was genuinely concerned for my well-being. Do I need to call someone? Yeah, that was me. Multiple times. My dog probably thought I was losing my mind. This show just tickled my funny bone in all the right places. Every joke, every gag, it was all just perfect. I probably looked ridiculous, sitting there cackling at my television. But I didn't care. It was pure joy. But it was worth it. So worth it. The kind of laughter that leaves you feeling lighter and happier. There are so many moments that just had me in stitches. I couldn't keep count of how many times I had to pause just to catch my breath. Every time Young-jun would strike a pose and declare aura. With utmost seriousness, I just lost it. It never got old. His dramatic flair was just too much. His complete lack of self-awareness combined with his utter confidence is a comedic superpower. It's like he's in his own world and it's hilarious. And then there was the time he tried to tie Miso's shoelace romantically and it just ended up being incredibly awkward and clumsy. I couldn't stop laughing. Or his attempts to eat spicy food to impress her, resulting in a full-blown meltdown. Physical comedy gold. His reactions were priceless. The dialogue is another reason this show is so brilliant. It's not just the physical comedy, but the words they use. It's witty, it's sharp, the kind of dialogue that makes you think and laugh at the same time. The banter between Young-joon and Miso is top-notch. Their chemistry is undeniable and their exchanges are just so entertaining. Section 10. Seriously, you need this show in your life. So, if you haven't guessed by now, I absolutely adored What's Wrong with Secretary Kim. It's one of those shows that just grabs you from the very first episode and doesn't let go, and I think you will too. The characters are so well written, and the chemistry between them is just electric. Especially if you love to laugh. The humor is spot on, and the comedic timing is impeccable. If you're looking for a show that will make you smile until your face hurts, this is it. Every episode is packed with moments that will have you grinning from ear to ear. It's like a warm, funny hug in TV show form, the kind of show that makes you feel all cozy inside. Dr. Ellen prescribes a full season of this show for anyone feeling a bit down. It's the perfect pick-me-up, or even if you're feeling great. It's a show that enhances your mood no matter what. It'll just make you feel even better. It's like a happiness booster shot. I'm not a real doctor, but trust me on this one, this show is good for the soul. But it's not just about the laughs, you know? Sure, it's incredibly funny, but it also has a lot of heart. You genuinely root for these characters. You get invested in their lives and their stories. You want to see Young-joon figure things out. His journey is both hilarious and touching. You want Miso to find her happiness. Her character is so relatable and endearing. Their journey from a strictly professional and slightly bizarre relationship to something more is surprisingly sweet and touching. You can't help but root for them. There are moments that will make you go all right after you finish snorting with laughter. It's a roller coaster of emotions in the best way possible. It's the perfect blend of comedy and romance. The balance is just right. This show is the perfect escape. It takes you away from the stresses of everyday life. Had a tough day? Watch an episode. It's like a mini vacation for your mind. Feeling stressed? Watch an episode. It's the perfect way to unwind. Just bored? You guessed it. Watch an episode. It's the perfect cure for boredom. So what are you waiting for? Dive into What's Wrong with Secretary Kim and let the magic begin.